Jason Maas was aggressive. He went for it on third down near the end zone when the ball game was tied to 20, if I'm not mistaken. Is that something that you talked to you guys during the week? And what was the feeling, in the huddle when you saw that you were going for it?
Yeah, you get excited, right? We were just really excited when he said offense stay on the field, and in those situations, you don't want to make your head coach look like a fool, so you want to give everything you got to score a touchdown. Fortunately, we made a play and we scored there, and so obviously it was a great call. And anytime that coach puts that kind of confidence in us, offensively, defensively, special teams, we want to be there for him because we know he's got our back, and we got to have his.
You're looking for a third or fourth threat at receiver. It seems like maybe you found one in Snead. Probably the smallest guy on the field.
Yeah, might be one of the smallest guys in the league, to tell you the truth. But he showed out tonight, and a lot of people will know his name now. And what he lacks in height, he has in his heart and his desire and his want to. Like I've talked about, our receiving group is super young, but they have done a tremendous job of just buying into this offense, buying into the team. It's not going to be pretty early, and he had his first game last week, and I told him, hey, you're not a rookie anymore, now it's your second game, so there's no more rookie excuse, and he showed out with 3 touchdowns tonight, did a great job blocking. What he does on the perimeter, blocking for a lot of the screens that we threw tonight, showed up for me, and just excited for the future of what he's going to unleash for this team.
How much are you going to think about the 3 consecutive losses during the break?
Not much. Obviously we want to come back, but if you focus on those, then it's hard to move forward. So use this bye week as a reset button. Use it to focus on ourselves. I think the biggest thing I'm going to do during this bye, one, I'll be around, and my wife is here with my son, and so get to see the city a little bit and just enjoy the beautiful city that we're here. But also I want to self-scout myself and not think too much about our next opponent, but more about what I could be better at throughout the first 5 games and how I can make this team better, because I left a lot of plays on the field tonight. But one thing I'm going to give you everything I got every single play.
Cody, since the beginning of the year, most of the offense seemed to come from big chunks, big plays, and today it was maybe more of a first down by first down thing. Do you think it was your best short game?
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was what the defense dictated. They would not play us in man coverage. They were in zone coverage just about the entire game. So it was hard for us to take those shots down the field. I think everybody knows in the CFL we were leading in explosions. So obviously their game plan was to play soft coverage, and we had to take some things underneath to kind of pull them a little bit tighter. And sometimes those games are difficult because you got to drive the field. You got to go 7, 8, 9 plays without making a mistake. And we did that for multiple drives and scored 3 offensive touchdowns tonight, kicked a couple field goals as well. So it's good to know that our offense has that in the arsenal as well, as we don't have to live and die by the explosions.
You did seem to, though, move the pocket, at least try to move the pocket, release the ball quicker to alleviate the pressure.
Absolutely. I thought our offensive line played well tonight versus a very good defensive front. I don't know what the stats are, but there was plenty of times where I was back there scrambling around with extra time and more coverage sacks or coverage pressure than anything. It wasn't like we were having free runners at the quarterback. So I was really proud of them, the bounce back that they had this game, and if we continue to play like that as a team, we're going to be in a lot of football games, and we're going to win a lot of football games.
How frustrating is it? It was a close ball game, but there were 2 deep balls. The double move to Davis and the one to Mac that were dropped. Those could have changed the game.
Absolutely, yeah, and those are energy momentum drives too, right? You make a play like that, and everyone starts getting lifted up. You have a drop or a missed throw, and then everybody's kind of hanging their heads, and then you're 2nd and 10, right? So we'll be better, and that's part of football. But when you have those opportunities, especially like I talked about, they're playing so much zone coverage, to hit them deep in there when they do want to play a little bit closer, we have to do that. But we're going to learn from it, and we'll be much better going forward.
The guys in that room, the group that we have, the way we work again, and the way our organization is ran. We just played 3 very good football teams, battled them all a little bit differently, I think, but the effort's there, the mindset's there to win. The work ethic is there in that building, and the guys believe in each other and work hard together. And that's why I believe this won't last. It's just something we have to go through, and sometimes you got to lose to win. And right now that's what's happened to us. But we get a bye week to kind of reload and recharge, come back better, learn from this. Kind of self-reflect and look at everything in its totality of what's happened to us this season, and just move on. But the good thing is, those guys in that locker room, I don't have to second guess none of them. I mean, or their effort or who they are. I know who they are, and I know what we have in that locker room, and I'm excited to get back to work with them when they get back.
Was the offensive line better tonight?
I felt like they were. I mean, we ran the ball better, protected Cody. Yeah, they've got some plays, but they're a fucking very good D-line too, and they made some plays, which every team in our league is going to make plays, but I thought we did a good job up front. And guys just made plays tonight on offense, which was good to see and kept us in it. And ultimately, we just didn't make enough there at the end to get a lot of victory.
What message were you sending to the team on 3rd and 5 there when you gambled?
Well, I mean, at that point, I just kind of felt like a field goal there still puts us down a touchdown. And I know there was plenty of time to get that back. If we did not convert, we were going to be on the 5-yard line, hoping, you got to hope that your defense is going to shut them down, and either they're going to take a safety or they're going to punt it out. We're in a good field position again. But I also had a feeling that we might make a play and get a touchdown. I mean, that's the belief that you can score, and I believe in our guys. But sometimes you just got to go with your gut, and my gut said at that point, go for it, and call the play, and obviously players make plays.
Are you at all disappointed in the defense down the stretch?
No, I mean, shoot. I mean, again, we're going against a team that scores 40 points a game, and they're a great offense. Ryan's a great play caller, and they get their guys ready. They're coming off a bye and knew they'd have a good plan, and our defense has played incredibly well all year, and they're going to make plays, and they made one more than we did tonight. But no, I'm not worried about our defense whatsoever, and we needed to have their back better. I mean, we needed to score another score on offense to get the win. But they gave us a chance all night, and we played good three-phase football tonight. We just came out on the shorter end to a very good football team.
You threw a lot of the screen. I mean, Cody threw a lot of the screen. You called them. Was that by design in order to help the offensive line?
Well, again, you're going against a team that plays. I feel like they play more zone to us, and screens are good against zone, and obviously they got a good front, and both of them work. You get the scheme that can work against getting numbers out, and then against a D line that you want to slow down. So the screens generally help everybody. O-line and quarterback stay in rhythm and obviously stay in manageable situations. And some of the screens we called in second down, we felt that they could get the yardage necessary, and they did. But ultimately, like I said, they were there for a reason, for sure.
Even though that's a loss, would you say it's a better feeling than after the games against Winnipeg and BC tonight?
I don't know if any loss feels really good. I was proud of our guys tonight because I know what we were up against with the short week and against a great team. I was very proud of this team after this loss, regardless of the outcome. So I don't know if any of them feel great when you lose, but there is something to be said for going out and playing as well as we did tonight, up against it a bit and against a great team like that. So I don't know if it feels any different. Maybe it does feel a little bit better, but still a loss is a loss. But I look at it again, you got to lose to win sometimes, and there's some things to learn from. And like I said, I was very proud of our guys. We got another short week like this coming up not too long from now, and I'm glad our guys know they can go out and compete with the best with what we're going to do during those short weeks.
The offense played better. Unfortunately, some plays were left on the field, especially the 2 deep balls, the double move to Davis, the one to Mac. What does that say about the potential of that offense?
No, I mean, I definitely know we got the guys. We got the guys that go up and go get balls. You're not going to come down with every one of them, but they were there tonight. And I think Cody will keep throwing them. We'll keep trying to design them. So, I feel like tonight was a good recipe for what our offense is, and we'll just keep looking at it. Again, this bye week is a good time to self-reflect and self-scout ourselves to see what we are good at and kind of hang our hat on a bit and try to figure out what defense has been trying to do to us and try to rectify some of our problems and play more to our strengths. And one of our strengths is explosive plays. We know we can push the ball downfield. We got the guys who go up for them and get them. We've done that every week against every defense we play.
You mentioned the many screen plays and the struggles of the deep ball today. Would you say it was your best game establishing a short game or a quick ball out?
Well, I mean, our screen game is probably as good as it's been. I mean, we had called a number of them. The guys executed them. Our run game, I felt like we were productive with our run game all night. They did make some plays, but I think we made a concerted effort to stick with it, and I thought we were physical up front too. I think we took a step in the right direction there, and like I said, I hope that's something we can build on, and I know we will build on it. It's just a matter of time, but this does give us some good feelings going into our bye that way. but ultimately, success you want in the win column more than anything, and that'll come.
What did you tell the players in the locker room?
Again, enjoy your family on the bye. Very proud of them for the effort they gave tonight. I thought they left it all on the field. We knew what we were going through in this locker room all week and knew it was going to be a challenge. I thought they were up to that challenge. I love them. I love everyone in that locker room, and I love how they play. And excited to get back to work with them once we're back.
Have you ever thrown a touchdown pass to a 5'7" wide receiver? What kind of asset is Tyler Snead?
I think he's a great asset. I mean, he's a great route runner. He's a good blocker too for his size. He's smart, and he's a football player. I mean, that's what we noticed all camp. And he's obviously, one of those guys that we can put in every position, and we know he's going to know what to do. And I think he's done a very good job thus far for us, and I just know he'll just keep getting better.
I thought the drive at the end of the first half was one of the best you've had this season. You went 73 yards in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. That's what the team's capable of doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had a number of drives like that. I mean, maybe not as many as we'd like, but we've had a 12-play drive, we had a 10-play drive. We've had those drives. We just got to be more consistent. And again, I hope that this bye week allows us to look at things that we are good at and start doing more of those things. And I know it's there. I know we have an offense that's capable of staying on the field. I know we have an offense that's capable of hitting explosive plays. We just got to find our identity a bit and stay positive with each other and just keep working. And ultimately, I think that's what we'll do going forward. Hopefully come out the better end of the next game we play.
Coach, Stenback didn't touch the ball in the third quarter. Was it the medical decision or a football decision?
Well, I know when he went out, he went out. So, I mean, it's I think he rolled up his ankle or did something to it. So, obviously, with a short week, he was going into the game with a little bit of something. And, obviously it flared up on him a bit. But, I think he'll be better coming off the bye. Antwi's here for a reason as well and filled in admirably for him. We had tough go down too. And David Dallaire stepped into his spot. So we got guys who can step in for people. But, the reason he wasn't more utilized is due to health.